Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to uncover the story of Waldemar Jungner.
Waldemar Jungner.
Yeah, a Swedish inventor, and whose work you probably interact with every single day.
Probably every day, yeah.
Even if you've never even heard his name.
That's right.
So you're interested in learning more about his biography?
Yeah.
His groundbreaking work with batteries?
Yes.
And his rivalry with Thomas Edison?
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
How someone can have such a profound impact on our lives yet remain largely unknown.
Right.
Jungner's story is a perfect example of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of impact, let's start with what Jungner is most famous for. Rechargeable batteries.
Okay.
Before we dive into the specifics of his inventions,
Sure.
what comes to mind when you think about the significance of rechargeable batteries?
Well, for me, it's the sheer freedom they represent.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. Before rechargeable batteries, portable devices were tethered to power outlets,
Right.
or they relied on bulky single-use batteries.
Yeah.
Jungner's work truly revolutionized how we interact with energy
It did.
and paved the way for the portable electronics we rely on today.
Yeah, it's amazing to think how something we take for granted
Totally.
has such a profound impact.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it all started with this Swedish inventor who had a pretty rough start in life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was born during a famine in Sweden in 1869,
Wow.
battled serious childhood illnesses like measles and scarlet fever,
Oh, wow.
and even lost his father at a young age.
It's almost as if these early challenges fueled his scientific curiosity and resilience.
Yeah.
Jungner's drive to overcome these obstacles was evident throughout his life,
Right.
especially in his relentless pursuit of scientific discovery.
He definitely didn't let those hardships stop him.
No, he didn't.
His dedication to learning is clear when you look at his educational journey.
Right.
He attended Skara upper secondary school,
Mm-hmm.
then went on to Uppsala University,
Okay.
where he didn't limit himself to just one field.
Right.
He studied chemistry, mathematics, astronomy, and even botany.
That multidisciplinary approach is so important.
Yeah.
Think about it. By studying such diverse fields,
Mm-hmm.
Jungner was able to make unique connections that others might have missed. It's like he was building a mental toolkit,
Yeah.
drawing from different disciplines to tackle complex scientific problems.
And to top it off, he continued his studies at the Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm.
Wow, that's quite a resume.
Yeah, so by the time we get to 1898, Jungner was armed with a diverse and impressive scientific background.
He was ready.
And that's when things get really interesting.
Okay.
What exactly did Jungner discover in 1898?
That was the year he invented not one, but 3 different types of rechargeable batteries.
3.
The nickel-cadmium, and the silver-cadmium batteries.
Wow.
Each one a major breakthrough in its own right.
That's incredible.
It is.
He essentially kick-started the rechargeable battery revolution.
Yeah, he did.
But what exactly made these batteries so revolutionary? Can you break down the science behind them for us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All of these batteries are based on the principle of electrochemistry.
Right.
They convert chemical energy into electrical energy and vice versa,
Right.
which is what allows them to be recharged.
Oh, okay.
Now, each type used different materials which gave them unique properties.
Okay.
For example, the nickel-iron battery, with its combination of nickel hydroxide and iron oxide, was known for its durability and affordability.
I see. And what about the nickel-cadmium battery?
Okay.
Seems like that one became particularly important, right?
The NiFe battery was a true game changer.
Really?
It used nickel oxide, hydroxide, and metallic cadmium,
Right.
which gave it a high energy density.
Mm-hmm.
That means it could store a lot of energy for its size,
Oh.
making it ideal for portable devices.
That makes sense.
Right.
But of course, inventing something is just the first step.
It's true.
Jungner soon found himself navigating the complex world of patents,
Yeah.
especially when his work caught the attention of another major figure in the field, Thomas Edison.
Right. Edison, already a giant in the world of invention,
giant.
recognized the potential of Jungner's work,
Yeah.
particularly the nickel-iron battery.
Okay.
This led to a fierce patent dispute between the two inventors.
So we have this brilliant Swedish inventor
Right?
going head-to-head with the American titan, Edison.
Yeah.
It sounds like a classic David versus Goliath story.
It does, doesn't it?
What exactly happened in this patent battle?
Well, Edison, with his vast resources and business acumen, was able to outmaneuver Jungner.
He did.
The dispute dragged on for years.
Oh, wow.
But ultimately, Edison secured the key patents for the nickel-iron battery,
Wow.
dealing a major blow to Jungner's aspirations.
It sounds like a major setback for Jungner.
It was?
What happened next?
Okay.
Did this discourage him from continuing his work?
Not at all.
Really?
While it was a significant obstacle, Jungner's company reorganized,
Okay.
and he continued his work as a consultant. Oh, wow.
Demonstrating his dedication to his inventions.
So even though the patent dispute was a major blow,
Yeah.
Jungner's story doesn't end there.
It doesn't.
In fact, he continued to make significant contributions to the field of battery technology and beyond.
He did.
We'll talk about that and more when we come back.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
It is.
Even after that setback, Jungner's passion for innovation never wavered.
Yeah, what else did he do?
In fact, he went on to achieve another groundbreaking feat in 1907.
Oh, really? What was that?
In 1907, Jungner patented designs for a fuel cell.
Wow.
Now, this is decades before fuel cells even entered mainstream scientific discussion.
Wow.
It's another example of his visionary thinking and how he was constantly pushing the boundaries of what was possible.
Fuel cells like the technology we're seeing emerge for clean energy today.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Jungner was ahead of his time in so many ways.
He was.
He saw the potential of fuel cell technology long before it became a focus in the quest for sustainable energy solutions. It makes you wonder what else he might have accomplished with more support and recognition.
I know, it's amazing.
But speaking of the impact of his inventions,
Okay.
there's a story that truly highlights the real-world consequences of Jungner's work.
Okay.
The dramatic rescue of Umberto Nobile's Arctic expedition in 1928.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Nobile was leading an expedition in the airship Italia
Italia?
when it crashed on the Arctic ice,
Right.
stranding the crew in a perilous situation.
It's a story of survival against incredible odds.
It is.
And Jungner's batteries played a pivotal role.
They did imagine being stranded in the Arctic, facing freezing temperatures and dwindling supplies.
Yeah.
And then a lifeline arrives in the form of batteries dropped from an airplane.
Those batteries designed by Jungner
Yeah.
were crucial in powering the expedition's radio.
Wow.
It allowed them to send out distress signals
Right.
and ultimately coordinate their rescue.
Wow, so they literally saved their lives.
They did. It's a powerful testament to how seemingly technical inventions can have profound human consequences.
That's a crazy story.
It is.
It's a story that really brings home the importance of Jungner's work.
Yeah.
He didn't just invent batteries.
Right.
He created a technology that could literally save lives.
He did.
But despite his incredible achievements,
Yeah.
Jungner isn't as well known as other inventors like Edison.
Right.
Why do you think that is?
You know, Edison was a master of self-promotion.
Oh, really?
He knew how to capture the public's imagination
Yeah.
and turn his inventions into commercially successful ventures.
Right.
Jungner, on the other hand,
Yeah.
was more focused on the science and the potential of his creations,
Uh-huh.
not so much on the fame or fortune they might bring.
It seems like a real shame that someone who contributed so much to our technological world
No.
is relatively unknown.
It is.
But despite their differences in fame and fortune,
Sure.
both Jungner and Edison were pioneers in their respective fields,
They were.
driving innovation and shaping the future.
Absolutely. They represent two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
The visionary inventor and the savvy entrepreneur.
Right.
Both are essential for progress.
And while we focused on Jungner's groundbreaking work in battery technology,
Yeah,
it's important to remember that his curiosity extended far beyond batteries.
that's right. You're right.
What else did he get up to?
In addition to his work on batteries and fuel cells,
Right.
he also conducted research on cement production
Wow.
and even developed a method for extracting radium from ores.
That's incredible.
It's pretty amazing.
It's amazing how he delved into such diverse fields,
Yeah.
constantly seeking new challenges and pushing the boundaries of knowledge.
It speaks to his insatiable curiosity and his unwavering belief in the power of science to solve problems and improve lives.
That's what I find so inspiring about Jungner.
Absolutely.
He faced so many setbacks. Poverty, illness, a major patent dispute.
Right.
But he never lost his passion for invention and discovery.
He reminds us that true innovation requires not just brilliance, but resilience, perseverance, and a willingness to keep pushing forward even in the face of adversity.
And his legacy continues to inspire researchers and inventors to this day.
It does.
So, knowing Jungner's story,
Yeah.
how do you think his work has shaped our modern world?
You know, it's hard to imagine our lives without the technology that Jungner's inventions made possible.
It is.
From smartphones to laptops to electric vehicles, rechargeable batteries are at the heart of it all.
Yeah.
Jungner's legacy is literally all around us, powering our modern lives in countless ways.
Yeah, it really is incredible to think about,
Yeah.
how much we owe to his pioneering work.
Absolutely.
But before we wrap up this deep dive,
Sure.
I wanted to touch on something we mentioned earlier, the patent dispute with Edison.
Okay.
What if Jungner had won that battle?
Oh,
How do you think things might have played out differently?
that's a fascinating question.
It is.
It's impossible to say for sure. But it's definitely intriguing to consider how the trajectory of battery technology might have shifted.
Yeah.
Could Jungner have achieved the same level of recognition and success as Edison?
Right.
Would his company have had the resources to accelerate the development and adoption of rechargeable batteries?
Yeah, it's a real what-if moment in history.
It is.
It makes you think about the role of not just innovation, but also business savvy,
Yeah.
the marketing, in shaping the success of an invention.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And while we can speculate about what might have been,
Yeah,
it's important to remember that Jungner's inventions ultimately made their mark on the world.
he did.
Even without winning that particular battle,
Right.
his work laid the foundation for the portable energy revolution that we're experiencing today.
And his story is a powerful reminder that the path of innovation is rarely a straight line.
Yeah.
There are setbacks, challenges, and unexpected detours along the way.
Exactly, but it's often those who can navigate those challenges
Right.
with resilience and determination
Yeah.
who end up making the most significant contributions. Jungner's story is a testament to that.
Well said, as we conclude our deep dive into the life and legacy of Waldemar Jungner.
Yeah.
I think the key takeaway is to appreciate the unsung heroes who have shaped our world,
Yes.
even if they haven't received the widespread recognition they deserve.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Jungner's story is a reminder to stay curious, challenge the status quo,
Yeah.
and never stop seeking out the stories of those who have pushed the boundaries of knowledge and innovation.
Beautifully put.
And to you listening, we hope this deep dive has sparked a newfound appreciation for the incredible legacy of Waldemar Jungner,
Yeah.
the battery pioneer who helped power the modern world.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and never underestimate the impact of a single curious mind.